Good morning. It's the 8th of October today. It's 3 weeks since I've done a post. Quite a bit's grown on since the last 3 weeks. Quite a bit's happening. But today, really, I'm just bringing an update on the videos and also to let people know about the website and about, stock taking orders. I'm going to go show you around the stock today. I'm going to show you how a lot of my heads have deteriorated rapidly in 3 weeks. 3 weeks ago, they were all looking fine and dandy. The weather's been up and down. We've had very mild weather. We've had a lot of wet weather. The last week or so has been really wet, damp, but very mild, quite warm actually. But we've had very little sunshine. We've been busy setting leeks. There's quite a bit of that gone on. Some of the onion pips I had started to go mouldy. I'll show you those. We've actually had to set some, which is too early to what I usually do. But rather than lose them, they were really good stock. I didn't want to lose them. Thank you to the lads who've been in touch saying they've had really good results with both leeks and with the onions. I've just had Gavin on this morning. His father's 85-year-old. They're really dahlia growers, but they've had fantastic results with the onions, and his onions have taken over from the dahlias with his father. Well done to you. He's 85-year-old and he still loves his garden. It does help to keep you young, so great. I'm going to turn the camera around. I'll show you a few bits and pieces and we'll talk you through as we go. Right, I'll just turn around. Right, stock plants first of all. These are the stock plants which we put back 3 weeks ago. As you can see, they've grown quite rapidly. I have removed one or two skins to keep them nice and clean. These are the earlier ones that were done, so these will be possibly a month old. Completely cut off at the neck, if you remember, as we can see right here. That was chopped off. Nothing, no green showing at all, but look at the growth that they've made just in 3 weeks. So it just goes to show you. This is the Charles. I do like to keep the centres open. As you can see, I've just cut some foliage back here to open this centre piece up. I like to see that centre growth. I opened these up a fortnight ago. It was dull in the morning when I opened them up. By midday, the sun had come out quite strong. And you can see it's actually burnt the growing tips that were coming through. But I haven't touched them since. And the new tips are starting to grow through nice. So I'm not worried about those. That does happen when you first open them up. Let's face it, they've been enclosed with leaf growth. So when you open them up, you do get a little bit burning, as we can see here. And you can see there. So keep them open, keep them growing well. Just basically keep them sprayed. Keep a check on, don't let them dry out at the moment. From about November on, I'll stop watering and they'll just go through the winter without. Right, I'm going to move on and show you the the Blanch leek stock. A lot of people will be contacting me, well now, asking for Blanch leeks, and unfortunately I'm going to be very, very short on Blanch leeks this year. The heads, which were looking tremendous 3 weeks ago, are looking terrible now. They've literally dried out. I think it's through the damp weather that we've had, very humid weather. And we've been busy setting pot leeks, so unfortunately the Blanch leeks have really taken a hammering. As you can see all the way through here, there's loads of heads and they're not looking good. So I'm telling everyone now, please look possibly elsewhere for your Blanch leeks. I will have some, but I'll not have any large quantities. The Princess C seem to fare much better. I have some of those in the greenhouse ready to set. I haven't started setting any Blanch leeks yet. But I know for a fact a lot of these heads are going to be no good. So I'm just warning you, please look elsewhere for your Blanch leeks. I will have a few, but I'll not be able to supply anything, where I have done in the past. Pot leeks are looking great because I've got a lot of them already set. I still got one or two heads that are looking good, which I've kept for later on. But that's just the situation with the Blanch leeks. I'm going to go inside now. Right, we're inside the greenhouse, and as you can see, I use a mixture of Domestos and water, a gallon of water to 5 mils of Domestos, and my heads are immersed completely upside down into the buckets, as we can see here. They go back into the domestos and they'll stay in there for a minimum of 24 hours. All of these have already been in for 24 hours. We lift them out. There's a King Charles that I'm on setting at the moment. You see plenty of grass there. It's still reluctant to come off the head. I did a one yesterday. We just took this grass yesterday. Very fine grass. It'll take a while to stand up. But as you can see, that's the King Charles. These are Princess C that I have. You can see they're starting to come off and they've actually got small roots on them. So they'll come away nicely. So there will be some Princess C Blanch leeks, but I think I'll be short on most of the other stock. This lot of leeks along here, they are Betty and CSC. They were set. Alan Robson come through and helped me. A good friend of mine, he helps me set the leeks. These were done earlier this week. They've stood up very quickly and they're starting to shape up. It's amazing how quickly, 3 or 4 days, they start to stand up. That's the ones I've just done. These trays are ready for tomorrow. These are some virus free that was set 2 weeks ago. And as you can see, it doesn't take them long before they stand up beautiful. This is the virus free Cymru and I've got high hopes for this one this year. Moving around. Sorry, I did set a head of Bolsworth I had. That was done just yesterday, small pips. DN2, which was Dennis Nuttall. It's a big leek, that one. A little bit wedgy. It's not my favourite leek, but it is a good leek. It's a big one. GSN2, demand's very high on this particular leek. Lots of people coming on for this one. Superb quality. I definitely think it's going to be a winner at the quality shows from this year onwards. And then we move back up. Virus free, sown a bit later. These are about a week old. Just see they're standing up there. Some more virus free. So they're all growing quite well. Turn the camera back around for one. Right. This is what's taking place down the bottom of the garden. So basically all the onion seed is now rubbed out. I've got plenty of onion seed. If anyone's wanting onion seed, drop me a line, give me a call, whatever you wish. We have got some onion seed. Leeks, plenty of leeks. You don't need to worry. Plenty of pot leeks. I've got. I'm getting some blues off Peter Kerry, the big ones. He put all leeks back 20 inches around, so they'll be here for sale from a week or two's time. I haven't started potting my own up. I usually start setting out in January, but having said that, 1 or 2 people have asked could they come early. I've said give me a ring the first week in November and we'll see how we're fixed. But I should have plenty of pot leeks. It is going to be Blanch leeks that I'm short of. Onions, I don't set any seed away early, but I will be starting off probably throughout November with some seed for the onions for people ready for collection in January. My website, I'm not a computer guy. It takes me a while to even work and answer emails. So bear with me. I have to rely on my daughter, or one of my daughters. She's on a week's holiday and she's promised that she'll come up on Tuesday and give me a hand to update the website and put on the varieties and let people order through the website. So bear with me on that one, please. As I say, I'm not really computer literate. I'm going to move up into the top greenhouse. I'll show you some onion pips, which they'd started to go mouldy in the containers that I had them in. I didn't want to lose them because they were off superb bulbs. So I have set some. They've been in 2 days now, just to save them. And they have greened up. They look as if they're going to come away. So we'll go up and take a look up there. Thank you. Right, we're in the top greenhouse now. These are the onion pips that I'm talking about. This is what's left of them. Some small ones on this side and some larger ones on this side. I've got no preference, whichever I will set them. These are all off 2 separate heads there, but I'm putting them up into cells, and as we see, I do keep them separate. That's all off one head. The larger pips on that end are from another head. Moving along to this one. These are all small pips from one head. Moving on to the other side of the label, they're all pips from another head. It pays you to grow them all off the same head. It's vegetative growth and it should come true to the parent. So all of the pips that are on this side that are selected out, they should be the same shape, hopefully as near as damn it the same size. And we'll give them a try. I'll put them on. They will not receive any lights. I'm not trying to push them on to be really big. It is early for me. I would have preferred to be setting them certainly in 3 or 4 weeks time, but we'll see. A month shouldn't make too much difference. Again, virus free leeks, virus free. I've done away with the ordinary Cumbrian basically because it carries virus and I don't want to spread the virus back onto some plants that I have. This side, I haven't started potting yet. My compost due in next week. It's all Clover Professional. So as soon as the compost in, I will start potting some of these up because they're starting to be quite substantial plants. These are all GSN 2s. And then all the way along this bench, these are all virus free. So that's the state of play, ladies and gents. It's not all good news, but it's not all bad either. It gives me a little bit more room. I haven't got the volume of Blanch leeks that I would usually grow. But still plenty of pot leeks, and I'll be starting plenty of onions off at a later date. So I hope everyone keeps well, keep growing, and I hope you're all busy in your greenhouses setting your plants away for next year. Excellent, thank you now. Bye-bye.